Well, welcome everyone to our post-draft rebuild. It took a little while to set this up. I was busy starting up the power rankings. I wanted to get my thoughts and opinions kind of down on what happened, and now that this whole roster is set up, we're gonna be good to go. It took a while to even get this going. It took me about 3 days of on and off working on this file to get it ready. Had to adjust ages, adjust contracts. I had to fix a couple of errors. I tried my best to make sure the Madden AI didn't mess up too bad. The Green Bay Packers linebacker core got completely decimated. I have no idea why, but that was fixed. I was able to fix pretty much everything that went wrong. And that's really kind of all I have to start this right now. Now, we have two trades that were pretty big. I mean, one was not for a lot, but I think it's going to shape the NFL a little bit differently this season. Let's go take a look. Let's see what's the closest one. All right, closest one we could take a look at. The Packers gave up their first and fifth round pick this year to acquire Deebo Samuel, and they gave him his money. I had to do some editing of contracts just because, again, I can't like extend Deebo before I moved him over, so I had to give him his contract prior. So the numbers are better once they get down here, but that number is just there because I just had to get him there and make sure he actually got his extension. So that's been done. Packers are going to be making a playoff push this year. I'm pretty sure they're very excited to have Deebo Samuel. I know Packers fans might have a bit of a mixed feeling on this. You did give up a first, but you got that premium receiver. You don't have to worry about drafting one. You just went and traded for one. So we'll see how that works out for Green Bay. We have one more other big one where Daniel Jones was not playing well in preseason. He was really struggling. Tyrod Taylor is still here. He played a little better than Daniel Jones, so that's probably why they kept him. I don't know why they kept Nate Peterman as well. But they sent a seventh round pick to get Baker Mayfield, and they had the money here. Not in real life, they wouldn't. The Browns would have to assume most of it, but they was able to take on Baker here. So I imagine Baker's going to be getting the start for the Giants. Daniel Jones might be looking to take it away from Baker, but after that preseason, I think Baker's going to be starting now. So those are the two big trades. We ourselves had some smaller ones as the Raiders, so let's go kick that down. We had two really big ones. We traded Cleveland Farrell away. He doesn't really fit our scheme anymore. And we sent him to the Carolina Panthers. I think he's actually starting over Yetur right now. Yes, he is. So the Panthers got him. They sent us a fifth round pick this year. Not really big exchange, but we kind of got what we could for him. And the other one is actually someone we went to acquire. He was on the trade block, so we went and got Justin Madubuike. I was a big fan of Justin Madubuike coming into the draft class. So being able to get him 2 years in, we sent a fifth round pick this year and a sixth round pick next year to pull him away from the Ravens after they just extended Calais Campbell again. So we're excited to have him. This front line really needed the help. We do have Bilal Nichols here. And then we still have Big Hank in the middle, but man, it has been tight for us to figure this out. For signings, let's take it through. You did see one quickly. We picked up Robert Kimdichie. He just came off a little stint with Seattle. He was kind of on and off again, so we're gonna try him here. He's back to playing in a 3-4, so maybe that'll get him back to his prospect kind of era. We did waiver claim O'Shane Ximines. He only had 1 year left on it, so I just kind of did the math and figured out how much salary he would have had left in his final season. So O'Shane Ximines is going to be our hybrid guy here. Hopefully fills the Jamie Collins role. That would be kind of the idea with picking him up. What else we got here? It's been pretty big. A couple of guys are on the practice squad now that I picked up in preseason. I'll probably be doing preseason on my own time. So you guys don't have to watch the position battles as much. You can kind of see the results of them. You can let me know if you guys would prefer that, though. But one of the results of the position battles was Antonio Callaway was a pickup, and he beat out a lot of other receivers. And beat on most of the receivers here, actually. He's sitting at wide receiver 4 in our depth chart. Another pickup here. N'Keal Harry was cut. We picked him up for his, last year on the Patriots. Wasn't really much, but he's familiar with Josh McDaniels. Maybe now we get him going. It's been a rough career for him, but again, maybe now we get him going. Another waiver claim. We actually have 2 more. We did pick up Teron Jackson from the Eagles. He's back to wearing his number 9 from Coastal Carolina. They just invested so much money into that D tackle and edge group that they just really didn't have a need for Teron Jackson, so that's why they went to look to cut him. So we picked him up on waivers. He passed every other team. No one else wanted him, so we picked him up. We needed that. And one last big signing was Cornelius Lucas actually gets the cut from the Commanders, and that was a must grab for us. He was getting paid about $3 million. $1 million was guaranteed, so for him to get that money and money from us, we had to undercut that. So we gave him $2 million and picked him up. So that'll be a lot better than Leatherwood, and hopefully Leatherwood can learn a little bit from him. That's kind of what we're hoping for here. So biggest moves were trading for Justin Madubuike, waiver claims on Teron Jackson and O'Shane Ximenez. And then we picked up Cornelius Lucas to start for us, and Antonio Callaway and Robert Condici. Those are the biggest moves we've made. We really don't have much cap space, as you can see. Trading Cleveland Farrell did take a lot of it, but we kind of wanted to move him anyways. So I'm glad we were able to get at least a 5th for him. I think that's really all we got for moves I've done. Now, I'm going to put this in the description when I upload this on YouTube, but I am going to quickly read out the rules of our rebuild. This is a realistic rebuild, so we do have to have a decent amount of rules. I got to 5 of them. So first one, trades must be deemed realistic. I cannot go trading an abundance of assets to then get bigger assets and then just abuse Madden's trade logic. I can, however, override a trade if that trade value is correct and the season narrative fits that trade. So, for example, Baker Mayfield, if we wanted to trade for him, maybe we wanted a backup or something like that, but the Browns were being stubborn and not wanting to give him up for anything less than a first. That's not realistic. That's probably not going to happen. You'd have to see a pretty drastic change in the NFL for that to happen. So we'd do some adjustments there to make sure that we actually got Baker for the value he'd be valued at by the league. Second rule, as you saw, players can be claimed off waivers or signed for lower values after they were cut, as that does happen in the real NFL, right? Guys want to claim their money and stay on their contracts if possible. They'd rather have a job than not. Contracts for deep depth players in preseason or players coming off practice squad can and more than likely will need to be overridden by me, as their contracts are really not realistic. Madden tends to drastically overvalue them. Like, you'll see practice squad guys getting 1.5 mil a season. That's just not realistic. That's not what's going to happen coming off a practice squad. So that's probably going to have to be overridden, but I'll be doing that again in probably my off time, so you guys don't have to see that. Now we'll talk about re-signing players. Re-signing players must be to the values that we currently see in the NFL. So an example of that is top wide receiver money has adjusted this last offseason. So if we had a top wide receiver that we wanted to sign to an extension and he was deemed top wide receiver across the league, we'd be paying somewhere between 18 and 30 million annually, right? Kind of depending on where they fall in that top wide receiver category, right? You have AJ Brown, which is kind of the $24 million price point. Then you have Tyreek, which is like the 30. Brandon Cooks is at 18 to 20 mil price point. So you kind of get an idea of what we're looking at re-sign wise. Fourth rule out of 5. Regression and progression will be assigned to players in the off-season off-camera, so you don't have to worry about watching this. But what that means is that while Madden likes to regress star players really early on, like we see some players at age 28 hit regression, which is just not correct for most positions. I will correct that if the player is still playing at a high level. And I will also do the reverse and lower a player's overall if they've been starting, and actually getting time playing and playing poorly. This will also affect who has developmental traits, as I do that myself instead of letting EA do that. So that applies to our team, and that also applies to all 31 other teams in the NFL. Last rule is on gameplay. We do have sliders that I have implemented myself to make the gameplay hopefully a little more like the real NFL. We'll also be limiting the amount of time that we actually play. So we'll be looking to play a handful of games this season, and we're going to be using the play the moments style gameplay, so we don't have full control over a game, as I find it's a little easier to usually win games or find ways to win games if I have control over the whole game. So that should help us a little bit. Breakouts are a special rule of this. They will allow us to play the game even if we weren't planning on it. And in this, we're going to be able to play the whole game on whatever that breakout player's side of the ball is. So for an example of that, means if we have a wide receiver breakout, that means we're going to be playing that whole game on offense and then let the AI have to play the game on defense. And hopefully we can still pull out a win like that. It'll be a little harder in reverse way, but I hope I made that clear. With that being said, I'm super excited to kick off our Raiders rebuild. We're going to hopefully achieve John Madden's dream of really learning football and just executing good game plan. We have Josh McDaniels now taking over here from the Patriots, as you can see in the top right. But with that being said, we're going to be facing Lamar Jackson and the Ravens here. We are going to play Week 1. I feel like it's kind of important to play kickoff. I'm excited. Let's do this. Play the moments. Oh, man, there's the main man, Derek Carr. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Preseason was rough for us. I did do this one off screen. Again, if you guys do want to watch me do preseason, I don't mind doing little cut-ups of what happened in preseason so you can kind of get an idea of what happened. I do play usually most of the games to kind of see who wins position battles for us. So, for example, Jarrett Stidham actually won the backup job because Nick Mullins played absolutely horrendous in preseason, so he got cut. And here we go. Raider Nation, let's kick off. Big third down, we need to stop. I completely agree. We do not want to let Lamar Jackson go for any amount of yardage. We did do contain the QB scramble as our focus this game. I feel like he's going to... Yep, there we go. And that's Bilal Nichols, who was our camp standout, which you guys didn't get to see, but Bilal Nichols was our camp standout, and he needs 2 either tackles for loss or sacks this game. That is a big way for him to start. Auburn legend Jarrett Stidham, absolutely. He played like it. He played much better than Nick Mullins did. What a great... You gotta love to see that from your interior, just one-on-one bull rushing in. Nick Mullins can only play good against the Raiders, not for them. Yeah, that's very true. We had a very quick stint on offense, apparently. Getting those new offensive weapons did not help this team. We can play a little more physical at the line. Rashad Bateman's really the biggest worry we gotta worry about. Play the outside. There we go. We saw Devin Duvernay on the outside. Devon Diablo takes out Patrick Ricard's knees, and that calls him to fall. We love to see it. We need to look. With Jayon Brown, who could be a very underrated signing here. Very good tackle again by Devon Diablo. We have him only out on nickel packages, so it's nice to see that he's playing well. Do ignore that. That was our old draft class. So gun line normal. I think they're going to be looking for a good gain here, so I do want to send the house. Well, let's talk about Jayon Brown. He was touted as a very good linebacker. Oh, no. We needed that out of the slot. Yeah, you can even see him tapping his chest. He knew that was all his, just not paying attention. But Jayon Brown was touted as a very good linebacker before the COVID season. And that kind of ruined him when he got stuck on as playing depth. Derek Carr looking for something. No one buys time. Receiver just stands there, covered. No drive for us. We got to stop. Third down again. We need to make the stop. Coming out in pistol spread. I do agree we can come out with a three-man rush here. It is a big, long down distance. We got to keep that moving. Lamar decides to check it down. You got to protect the side there. Good tackle. Well done, defense. Our defense is showing up pretty well. Kind of the opposite of what you think for Josh McDaniels. Pushing closer. I like to see it. But if the Chargers do struggle, I will figure something out for them. Do you see N'Keal Harry pretty open there? I like that. N'Keal, stiff arm that man. There you go, N'Keal Harry. That's my man. Three-man rush cheese. It definitely didn't help me there. They did not get home. Okay, we're setting up for Josh Jacobs here, but I'm actually liking the slants. I think Davante Adams is going to get that. He is! Davante Adams. Adams gets his big play early on in this rebuild here. Nice low pass by Derek Carr. Clearly the chemistry is still there between the two. You love to see it, and we get a quick turnover. Excellent. 3rd and 1. I think we're going to come out in the same bubble again. They do have an edge rusher on N'Keal Harry, so just look for that guy to maybe stick or not. He does stick. We're going to run that up the middle. That's Josh Jacobs. Getting yardage. Love to see it. Where did the Raiders get N'Keal? He was cut by the Patriots, so I claimed him. So we do have N'Keal Harry here. I thought it was a good fit for Josh McDaniels to get someone he's very familiar with again. Back on this 3rd down. I'm looking here. I like that out route. I like that out route. N'Keal Harry breaks the tackle. N'Keal Harry. Oh, baby. Oh, we might have found something in N'Keal Harry here. He is wanting to prove himself. N'Keal Harry is proving a point. You love to see it. Jayon Brown still a little outside in case. We got to watch Mark Andrews. Oh, great comeback route. That is Devin Duvernay again. Okay, they're a little closer. I'm actually going to put Abram here on man coverage. Very poor play by Denzel Perryman. Oh, Mark Andrews can't have that matchup. That's going to take us to the second half. Most of the third quarter has been simmed here. Come out in this nickel 3-3-5 look again. Ochain Zimenez. Abram come down just in case. Oh, and what a dot. Lamar Jackson, a big hit by Trayvon Merrick. Not what you want to see. We had to contain, but that's just Lamar Jackson. That's the stuff he comes out in. We're going to try to get after Lamar. We're going to send some heat at him. We're going to send some heat. Oh, wow. They still, against a heavy 5-2 look, still Mike Davis gets yards. That just always seems to happen when talking about the Baltimore Ravens. Their run defense is something to behold. Ochain Zimenez, get ready. Oh, we tried to weave through traffic. They get a first. Oh, and Tyler Linderbaum, the rookie, gets hurt in his first game. We need to be able to take advantage of that. I just realized we are not in the right defense, but that is all right. We're going to make this work. All right, Jayon, line up. Oh. Man, Lamar Jackson, we were there for it too, and he powers forward. Lamar making us look silly here. We got a long run, though. We're keeping in. We're still in this game. We are not done yet. All right, Divine, we're going to actually try to handle Mark Andrews a little bit here ourselves. Can't keep following him. Man, Mike Davis. And Max Crosby, there's our recent extension, getting hurt already as well. This is not the way we want to start. We played well too, unless we come down a little bit. Oh man. Okay, Lamar. You didn't have to do Mullen like that. Jeez. Alright. Well, not the way we want to start this. We are in a must-score situation now. First and goal. We're going to give this to Josh Jacobs. Immediate sheds. That is Michael Pierce, who they picked up from the Vikings, gave him his money back. He's back home. I think that might be Kyle Hamilton on Davante Adams. I am watching that. And there we go. Kyle Hamilton cannot hang with Davante Adams. Adams gets 2 in his first game. That's huge. That is huge. Want to send some heat. Got to send a little bit of heat here, Abram. Abram blocked out of his mind. Wow. The Ravens keep their run defense strong. They keep their run D strong. Okay, we're going to move over. Diablo's sit right there. Have to watch for it. We knew it was going to be some kind of RPO, and he still gets a lot of yards. All right, pistol strong. All right, Matabuike. Gotta protect the edges just in case. I think it's likely a run here. It is not a run. I am wrong. Oh, Lamar Jackson. They did stop the clock though. We have timeouts. Not out of it quite yet. Not out of it quite yet. Jones over there. We have our very heavy set out here. There we go. There's one timeout. That's one. Coming on I form, we're still going to come out in this 4-4. Make sure you stay on side, O'Shane. Down, that's down the middle. There we go. There we go. He's making this hard already. If we could pull off this upset, that would be huge. That would be a huge upset to pull off. And we do have to actually come out in coverage here. We're going to lean them this side. No, you're kidding. Who was that? You're joking. I can't even see. I don't even know who number 80 is here. Auden Tate gets cut by the Falcons and utterly bullies Mullen for the ball. That's game. Oh, what a brutal way to end. Oh, you're kidding. We could have had the upset week 1. We could have had the upset week 1 and Auden Tate just said game. That is not what you want to see. All right, let's go take a look at the stats after this game. It's a brutal way to lose. We did exactly what we wanted. Carr had a pretty good game, did get a turnover early on. Josh Jacobs did pound the ball. He had a long run there for 44. Very balanced day. N'Keal Harry, really the kind of shining spotlight here. Adams always was kind of expected to play well, but N'Keal Harry was not. So we got to keep that in mind. He had a couple pancakes there. You like to see it, but one sack allowed by Denzel Good. That's right, Auden Tate. Auden Tate, he got us. Taking a look, Bilal Nichols. Oh my lord, he earned his camp standout. What a game. 3 tackles for loss and a sack. That's our guy right there. It's a very underrated signing for us. And he got a pass deflection. Okay, Belial. Okay. Belial Nichols not playing around. Took a 2-year deal and it's like, I want to get paid at the end of this 2-year deal. We see Belial Nichols there. We see him. Gotta talk about that camp standout. You were not lying, Belial. That is a heck of a game. 10,000 experience for Belial Nichols. That is a heck of a game for him to have. We'll get through all this very quickly. We played our scheme pretty well. Just kind of unfortunate it did not work out well for us. We're going to be moving on to the Steelers here. I think we'll play this one early as well because our camp standout is carrying over to this game. So we really need to continue to have Belial Nichols break out here. We need another basically exactly the same game again for Belial to complete his breakout. This is a lot to ask of him, but this is what we need. Now, you do see regional focus scouting coming in. I might as well talk about it since we're going to be doing this at the same time. I did edit a draft class for us. You can see Bryce Young, Jackson Smith, and Jibba. I went through and I added some players from what's going to be 2023's draft class. So you'll see some familiar players there. We can't pick national yet, but that's our spot. I will go to the prospects so you guys can't see what happened. Bryce Young, Jackson Smith and Jibba, CJ Stroud, Miles Murphy, Will Anderson. As you can see, Will Coyle is not a real player. I have mixed them in with non-real players as well, and I have not looked at these players. So I don't know the actual dev traits of anyone. I stayed away from looking at that. So that should help. Michael Meyer. I am very interested. It's unfortunate we don't need Korak because I'd be very interested to see how the announcers pronounce this last name. But you can take a look. I'll show you kind of a little bit. You should be able to recognize some of the names. We'll definitely be hunting after a couple of them come this draft. But for now, we need to focus. We need to get a win here. Belial Nichols. What a man. 83 power move. He's looking good. He does need to do a little bit more in the run, so I think we're going to add a little bit there. 1 block shed. Want a little bit more on that if we can. Won't up his overall, but we need more block shed out of him. He's been playing the interior a lot. There we go. That's much better. Getting up to 78 now. We need a big game out of him. Very big game. Weekly strategy. We're going to be facing Kenny Pickett, I imagine. It does appear to be so. We also have Najee Harris. I imagine they're going to run the ball a lot. They love to run it in between the tackles. We're going to be looking at that here. Defense. This is a tough defense to play against. Very tough. They play tough-nosed football. I don't imagine we're going to have much time to throw it deep, and I don't like running it versus this D, so I think we're going to be looking at... Oh, they do blitz more than... You know what? They do blitz more than any other team I know, maybe besides the Ravens. So we're going to actually protect against the blitz here. We do have Zamir White at star. We're going to be hoping to have him take over Josh Jacobs in a year, unless Josh Jacobs makes himself invaluable to us. We did see a dislocated wrist there. What injuries did we have? Let's take a look. It's exciting. I think we might try to sub in some of our players that have played well. Good run by Josh Jacobs. He is powering forward for 5. Love to see it. Love to see it. He is our wide receiver 4. He has proven to me that he does deserve some play time. Ex-4th round pick for the Cleveland Browns. Play action. Nothing really here. We're going to throw this to Waller. We actually lose a little bit. Okay. Let's get him in motion, Carr. We see a guy a little short there. N'Keal Harry again breaks another tackle. That's right. We're going to be looking to abuse these corners here. They like to play bump and run, but yep, see, there we go. get lost in the sauce here. Darren Waller fighting for yards. Love to see it. The front line really is what helps this Pittsburgh defense, and we're going to be looking to hopefully abuse that secondary. There's Kenyon Drake. Good screen call. I think we're going to be looking for a boot here. This is looking like zone coverage. Play action. Good ball to Devontae Adams. TJ Watt actually in coverage. Actually got back there faster than I thought he would. I like what I see. They are loading the box, but it's in a way that I think is going to work out well for us, and it does. Josh Jacobs continues to pound the ball. Let's look at a dagger concept here. They are still loading the box. There's a big height difference there. They did drop. I was going to take the underneath there to Josh Jacobs. That worked out well. Let's look at slants. Keep it very simple. I do see an edge rusher there on N'Keal Harry. Let's watch what that linebacker does. There we go. Highsmith. Way too focused on the running back in the backfield. Completely misses N'Keal Harry right behind him. We're going to see if we can punch this in with Josh Jacobs. Great shed by Cam Hayward. Nothing we can do there. They are coming out pretty heavy. We might actually adjust this to a play action look here. Maybe Darren Waller right underneath. Oh, and Darren Waller cannot fight that. I think that's Sutton he was fighting against. Does not work. We'll come out heavy one more time. See if we maybe get a play action going. Try to throw that with leverage. Zamir breaks a tackle. Oh, come on, we're on the one. Zamir White made an excellent play. We will go for it. Josh Jacobs comes right back in. We're going to try this. Oh, are they not protecting? Looks like they're not protecting the passing game. Let's watch what that corner does. He does not look at all. N'Keal Harry has no one on him. Pittsburgh does not match appropriately, and we have N'Keal Harry. So we're going to have Zimenez be our hybrid look here. I mentioned that a little earlier. So he's going to be sitting on Najee Harris if this is a pass. And it is. It might be the slowest ball I've ever seen thrown to Chase Claypool. Still got our corner though. They choose not to match, and that bites them. And we get there. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett breaks a tackle. Actually, 2 tackles in the back there, doesn't he? Kenny Pickett with an insane play. We're going to sit on Abram down here just in case. Excellent tackle. That is Justin Madubuike. Kenny, man, Pittsburgh fans will be going mad for that play after Kenny Pickett broke the tackle there. They'd be losing it. There's a slants. Sit there. Nowhere for Kenny to go. He does the smart thing. He throws it away. N'Keal Harry. Antonio Callaway is in on this. We could look at Drake underneath. We could look at Darren Waller down the sideline. Keeps both feet in bounds. Well done, Darren Waller. I liked that matchup a lot. Oh, and we immediately just get repeated sacks. Daniel Carlson out to kick. Hope he makes this. It's going to be tight. Oh, there you go. He's got plenty of length left on that kick. You can see why the Raiders extended him. And we also get a stop. We are right up against our goal line here. I'm looking for maybe something to get us out of this really quickly. We're going to try Jakob Johnson here on the fullback. He gets us a couple. Gets us a little bit of breathing room. Now we look at Josh Jacobs. I hate running it towards Cam Hayward's side, but we really don't have much of a choice. Cut that in, Josh. And there's Cam Hayward making the excellent play. Steelers taking a timeout. That is smart to do. I think we're going to look at maybe a Zamir White carry here. Oh, they switch up their defense. Cam Hayward's on the other side now. We get good enough blocking. If we get good enough blocking, Zamir White gets us the first. There we go. And Pittsburgh is forced to take another timeout. That is Miles Jack's injury. Okay, this has now gotten interesting. This has now gotten interesting. We have a moment here. We have a moment to capitalize. Colin Hunter. Oh, Derek Carr evading the pressure, trying to make the throw, does not do it. Hunter did everything perfectly there. Let's try the Patriots drag. This could be cover 2, which means Waller might have something there in the middle. Let's get Renfro again in motion. It is not cover 2, but we get it to Waller, who just burns Bush in coverage. Minka cannot keep up, and we break a tackle. Darren Waller takes it the distance. Devin Bush. Oh, and we get another score. Is that on special teams? You love to see it. We are making a statement here. Playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. We can play this tough nose, grind it out type football. Love to see it. Brandon Bolden with the carry. Gets a few. Devin Bush garbage. I mean, yeah. Steelers fans would probably be calling for his head right about now, and I could not blame you guys. I think we'll be looking for Zamir White on the inside here. I want just a little short run, and they come out wide versus our gun look. That's what we like to see. All right, Andre James, get to that second level. And that's what happens when you got Andre James as your center. He just stands there and makes almost no effort in play. Let's switch back to Kenyon Drake. I think we'll be looking for this drive post here. Robinson is in a good spot to take this if that linebacker sinks. Linebacker does not sink. The drag is open there. Hunter Renfro, tough catch. Bush is again look to run this ball. Cam Hayward yet again. Could have cut that inside, but I didn't trust that. Or step onto it. And I get beaten on by Cam Hayward instead. Looks like they are more prepared for the play action. I'm still going to look to run it, but it does look like they're more prepared for it. That was a great play. Great play. TJ Watt actually in coverage makes a real good move. Come out in this kind of multiple look. I think we're going to be looking at drive here. They are not matching Adams, but they are bracketing him. Do need to keep that in mind. And they get to us too quickly. Their step onto it, the man I just mentioned. We're going to have to take 3 here. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to be up 17 now. Almost in the fourth quarter. Let's keep pushing. Both teams on their next attempt get nothing. Bilal Nichols has not gotten the love we were hoping for. Oh, Kenny Pickett on 4th down has nowhere to go. He gets slammed. Rocky Ascend in coverage. We are running this ball now. Let's take this. We're going to TJ Watt's side. Hopefully 2 tight ends together can take that. I doubt that corner sags off. He does not. Jacobs cannot make a move on the inside. Tuitt is excellent in pass rush. You are correct. He is an absolute monster. Gotta love that man. As long as he's out there, he creates havoc. We'll be going back on defense. 4th down, we're looking like. 4th and 11. We're calling this curl look here. I think we see the over. And there's Mullen. Way to punch that out. Way to punch that out. That's actually some good corner play there by Mullen. That's some great corner play. They are matching again. We are looking to run, but I'm not against throwing the bubble. And Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt are just an absolute problem. I was trying to run it on the outside, but they're making that difficult as well. We're going to try a little quick base here. Kenny made that one play, then dipped? Absolutely. He made that one play. And he's just been under fire since then. That corner might actually be coming instead of guarding. A little step back. Kenyon Drake gets us a first. They do have all timeouts. I do not know if they're going to be looking to call them or not. So with us being so close, I think we're going to continue to look to run it. But if they don't call timeouts and it starts getting near the end, we will kneel it out. And that'll be our first win. Looks like Bilal Nichols does not, oh my lord, Cam Hayward. Yep, does not seem to be calling timeouts. That is good by us. We can get out of this. So Bilal Nichols does not seem like he got his breakout. Much quieter week 2 game. It's alright. We thought we had something good. Maybe he could pick it up later on in the season and earn it again. But in 2 games, having that start line for him, I'm actually still proud of him. He's playing pretty well. Let's get out of this game. And your Las Vegas Raiders get their first win against the rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin clearly frustrated. He thought they were in a competitive stance early on. You see Pickett there is taking photos with Kenyon Drake and Morrow. Still enjoying the NFL, but he's got a lot to learn. Oh, Madden loading. There we go. Trayvon Merrick continues to get his upgrades. We run a very hybrid scheme here. That's a good look for him. We like that. We like that a lot. Camp standout. Don't think he got it, so it is unfortunate. We would love to have gotten that for Bilal Nichols, but no such luck for us there. I think we got to move on. We're going to be skipping this next game because we don't want to play too many games in a row, especially. They're simulating our 2021 mock draft 1. We will be taking a look at that, but we're not going to be looking at the Dolphins. The Dolphins are 0-2 already. The Bills are struggling. They are currently selected as the number 1 seed and are looking to take Bryce Young. That's something I'd have to change up. Dolphins are looking at C.J. Stroud. Oh, Will Anderson to the Chiefs. Kenny Pickett equals Taylor Heineke. I mean, it's possible, honestly. It's possible. We're taking a look around right now. We're looking at Josh Wilson, apparently. Keyshawn Boot. Dolphins do have 2 firsts. They're very excited about that. Would not be surprised if the Giants do go tight end. Seattle quarterback. That is probably likely. That's a great selection for the Commanders. Just taking a look at kind of where everyone's going. Okay, and the Steelers are technically... interesting to see that. Madden thinks they are the best team. So, in Madden's eyes, we just had a 30-10 win against the best team. They have them pick 32 of 32. Interesting to see. We're going to move on. We're not going to play against the Dolphins. Let's see if we can get a win in Sim versus them. And we don't. That is a loss, 38-14. We do have a calling it quits. Someone is considering retirement. And we are talking to Chandler Jones, who just signed a big extension. We're going to convince him to stay. It is possible he does actually retire on... Oh, and Chandler Jones just announced his retirement anyways. We said we'd turn it around, and he's just said no. So Chandler Jones, we're just gonna have to say Chandler Jones had a massive injury that just required him to retire. That has just now forced our hand. We no longer have Chandler Jones. Career-ending injury at 34. It's not out of the possibility of realism, but we now need to look at how this team is built. Starting to think we might need to move O'Shane Zimenez over and then Kuntz onto this side. I think that's what we're going to be looking for. Big thanks, EA. Do have to love that. O'Shane's going to have to go to the other side. O'Shane Zimenez is going to get even more goes at it here. That did open up our cap space, but we're not going to abuse that because I think we'd still be on the hook for at least some of his money, some of his salary this year. We do have some upgrades, though. The biggest one here is probably N'Keal Harry having a good start to his season. You do like to see it. His biggest thing he's really lacking on is route running. I think we're going to work on his deep threat. Hope he can actually stretch the field and out-body some guys. That is a heck of an upgrade for him. We'd love to see that. He's having a bit of a career resurgence here. Same thing with Jayon Brown. Was touted quite highly until the COVID season, in which his stock plummeted a little bit. Do love to see he's getting a little bit back to form. Andre James really needs to step it up as our center. But that's it. No more Chandler Jones. That's huge. That changes a lot of stuff for how this team outlooks. We were looking at really competing early on. And that's just not the way this is going to be now. We can't start O'Shane, so we're gonna have to adjust all of this now. All this has changed up. So Max Crosby, Teron Jackson, I like that. And then O'Shane is now going to be our starter. And we'll bring in Malcolm Kuntz. This has really changed how we're going to be doing things. Oh, I do need to do rush DNs. Man, Chandler Jones really just collected his money and dipped, eh? Yeah, well, I guess we have O'Shane starting that side. Max Crosby takes the other. This is how we're going to be doing it. We will skip this game versus the Chargers, and we're going to go play the Bears. Oh, that hurts. That hurts us. We do need to look at signing a depth piece going into this next week. We do beat the Chargers, though. The Chargers are currently 1-3. I think you might have predicted it, Anderson. I think they're struggling. We do see some upgrades. These are going to be auto upgrades for us. More realism as the Chargers are 1-3. Let's take a look at who is wanting to re-sign here. Biggest guy here is Hunter Renfrow. The Patriots have typically utilized these guys, then let them go. So we'll just keep an eye on Renfrow throughout the season. That's kind of the way that they've done most of their stuff. I do want to take a quick look at N'Keal Harry. See how his yardage is going. 150 yards, 2 touchdowns is not bad. It's not bad. He's already eclipsed his rookie season in yards, if that's not crazy enough to think about. But we're going to play against the Bears here. We have Trayvon Merrick coming back from injury. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so we are really not in a good spot here. We're stuck kind of at the goal line. I think we're going to be looking to cover on Perriman here in case this is a pass. And there we go. Max Crosby setting the tone. Absolutely kills Justin Fields. Oh my Lord. Can we look at that replay? Unprotected. Fields just runs right into him. Crosby just headhunting out here. He is pissed after that injury. There we go. There we go. Okay, this is a pitch. Jayon Brown, great tackle. Sheds the blocker, gets to the backfield. We are feeling ourselves right now. We're going to still sit in this little look here. We do have a spy set up. Max Crosby is hunting right now. Same thing with O'Shane Zimenez as our QB spy. Someone in light want the Bears? From what I've been told, yeah. I don't think they'll do anything funky here, but we'll sit here with Jayon Brown just in case they do. I don't imagine they will. They're going to take their 3. We'll take it. Santos. 3rd down alert. We see Callaway's taking some reps on the outside now. We have an injury problem in N'Keal Harry. And Derek Carr throws a duck. We had it too. We're going to be bold and go for this. I like that Hunter Renfrow matchup. I'm not against taking that as long as he stays on his route. And Colton Miller just gets ran right around by Robert Quinn. We do get a stop though. We get the ball back. We're back to driving. All right, Darren. Got a block. There we go, Josh Jacobs. There we go, Josh Jacobs. Great run. Great run. Okay, we're going to set up Josh Jacobs again. We're going to stretch it to the other side now. We do need Adams to throw a very good block. Cut that inside. We get a couple. Let me take a look. Look at this misdirection maybe. Oh no, they are overloading that side for the misdirection. Let's see where that corner goes. He does not go to Devontae Adams' side, and he doesn't keep his feet in bounds. But we do get a couple. We're looking for the stick. Oh wow, they are not looking in the middle at all. Come on, Kenyon Drake. Oh, he goes down at the 1. That should have been easy money. Okay, well we can't get scared. We didn't get it last time. We are literally inches. We're gonna have to hope Jakob Johnson can get this. Oh, and he can, baby. We said that interior was weak and we meant it. Let's go. Gun trio. Well, I want Jayon Brown to kind of follow Darnell Mooney here. Oh, what a spin. What a spin. Is that Byron Pringle with the spin move? Oh, the dirtiest. I'm getting cooked by the AI with these moves. I'm getting cooked. Oh, and Justin Field breaks a tackle for Jonathan Abram. We need to ask what Abram does here, man. If he can't even tackle right, I don't know what he actually offers us even. Might be having to look at safety. He is on a contract year. We'll take that little check down there. Carr makes a little bit of magic happen. Trying to buy some time. Trying to buy any amount of time. Oh, and Eddie Jackson just lurked it. We thought we could fit that small window, and we were wrong. Oh, this Bears defense, Eberflus has them going. Oh, we don't know what play we're in. Dear Lord, and Darnell Mooney just basically walked that route and got it against our secondary. Our secondary has not shown up in most of these games. Looks like they're matching coverage. I'm gonna see if we're correct. Kenyon Drake just made magic happen there against Jaquaski Tart. They brought in Tart. I guess Brisker either got hurt or they needed a veteran presence. Oh. This is rough having our play be changed and confused. Can't see what we're looking at. We're looking at the slant routes here. Actually, I do actually like the drag there, but oh wow, our entire interior just got bodied. They brought back Eddie Goldman. Signed him for cheaper in free agency, still hasn't signed. This is getting rough for us really quickly. Have to maybe look for DeMarcus Robinson. We're actually gonna, I was gonna say we're gonna take Kenyon Drake and see if he can power forward again. And that does not happen. This is being a rough season for us to start. I think we've played pretty well. Yeah, we're not finishing appropriately. We got another stop though, but it's not enough. We turned the ball over again. Nate Hobbs. Good little check. And there we go. We finally get to Fields. O'Shane Zimenez with the great sack. There we go. EAQP accuracy mechanics, yeah. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh, wow. They run the ball. We were able to grab David Montgomery's feet. That time we actually got an ankle tackle. Looking for the flat here. Divine Diablo. Just watch. And Nate Hobbs playing too far off. Our secondary is really what's showing up poorly for us. Which is really kind of hurting. Oh, now we can't even see what we're looking at. It's all wiggly too. 4th and 10. We try to go for the hurdle. Oh, this is rough. We're having a rough game. Maybe look at the draw. I'm actually thinking maybe even flipping this out to Hunter Renfro. Maybe Hunter Renfro can push it in. He does not, but he gets us close. He gets us very close. Not dead quite yet. They do not have a nose tackle out there. Come on, Josh Jacobs. You got to push it in, big man. How do we go backwards? Yeah, we literally went backwards. All right, well, let's see what the big 20-something million dollar man can do. And that's why you paid Devontae Adams all that money. Just instant release. There we go, Devontae. We get the ball again. We stop Fields. Still can't see, though. Still can't see. That is rough. Here we go. Kenyon Drake. Spin move. Stiff arm. Kenyon Drake is wanting to earn another contract. He is playing very well here. I like this. We are in the driver's seat. I actually do like switching to an inside zone here. There we go, James. There we go. It's Kenyon Drake again. Stiff arm. Teddy is starting Miami. So Tua has been benched after 2 very poor weeks. And Teddy Bridgewater is starting that game. That's very interesting. Oh, there we go, Darren Waller. There we go. So that's an interesting storyline. We're going to have to watch how does Miami do now that Teddy Bridgewater is starting. After the first couple weeks, Tua gets benched. Here we go, Josh Jacobs. Run Eddie Jackson over. Let's take a look. We're going to switch to Kenyon Drake here. They are not committing to our run at all. You've got to respect our run. We like to run the ball, Kenyon Drake. Let's go. We are New England. We have like 4 running backs we use at all times. Okay, I'm actually not worried about... Here's Madden. You're kidding. You're kidding, Nate Hobbs. You just did that? He led the Steelers to a 31-3 loss. I just saw that come up. Holy crap. Another holy crap is that play that Nate Hobbs just failed to make. Oh, and Denzel Perryman doesn't even get a tackle attempt. Madden has to make a play there. We're really about to lose this game on some crap again. We were trying to push to overtime. We're going to shift the line. We're going to come crashing down, guys. There we go, Max Crosby. That's our man. Philadelphia has a good game versus the Panthers down there. I do see that. Very balanced. Philadelphia, if Jalen Hurts does work out, is a sleeper agent for the playoffs here in our universe. You gotta watch. You gotta come down. Oh my lord, David Montgomery, that man has a family. You do not need to do that to him. That man did a flip. And that is going to be another heartbreaking loss. We're going to try to time our field goal there. I think we timed it good. I don't know. He's so close, though. I don't know if he can miss this. Keep moving, Jayon. See if we can get him distracted. No, he gets it right down the middle. Just like the Ravens game, we are good, but not good enough. Oh. All right, let's set up for the Hail Mary here. I'm not expecting much. They're coming out. Matching. Wow, the Browns smacked the Chargers in our league. And we tried to feed it. Oh, that is brutal. That's another brutal way to lose, especially to the Bears, who are projecting to have a top pick as well. Man, Justin Fields, he did it. We said we were going to force Justin Fields to win this game for him, and he certainly did. Him and his receivers, they put in the work. That's brutal. Max Crosby gets the upgrade. He's not the fault we're losing. We're going to have to see some changes in that secondary, I think, come next year. Unless they can really pick it up. All right, let's advance. Okay, we got a couple games here. I will let... Oh, we actually have a breakout. I was going to let you guys pick between the next 3 games, but we actually have a breakout here. It is Max Crosby. We will be playing all defense against Russell Wilson and the Broncos. Dear Lord. All right. We also have a prospect spotlight for Jason McDougal. He's climbing up draft boards. He's improved his brawl security. We like to see it. I think we're going to be taking a look at him quite quickly before we go see Russell Wilson and these Broncos. Let's get in there. Any change up at the top here? No real change up at the top 5. They've kind of stayed consistently the same. Where is McDougal? He's around 2 to 3 prospect. 6'1", 235. That is a big running back. That is a huge running back. We'll have to take a look at him once we get a little closer. Time to play all defense versus Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. I'm not expecting a win out of this. There he is. From Seattle to Colorado. Oh, and they picked up Javon Hargrave. Oh, this team is in win now mode. One of their biggest weaknesses was they lost Shelby Harris in the trade. So they lost some interior pressure, and the Broncos say no problem. The Eagles had to cut Hargrave for some money issues or whatever the reason, and they go pick him up instead. 6'1", 235 is Najee size. Yeah, that dude's huge. That's a huge running back. And running back could be something we look at. We did bring in Zamir White, so I'm not against not picking one, but let's see here. And also a much improved offensive line. They also picked up Dulcich in the draft. Big John Hankins getting moved. Good tackle, O'Shane Zimenez. So it looks like they're still splitting carries here between the running backs. That's actually completely fine for us. Perriman shoot the gap. Oh, and Gordon makes a move, makes a miss. Good tackle by Rock Ya-Sin, though. Okay, they're coming out in a wing weak. We're coming out in our 4-3 look. I think we're going to send some heat Russell's way. We're going to get on Butler here and sit kind of at the 1. There's Max Crosby. Gets a sack against Russell Wilson. That is our man. You can see why we paid him all the money. Pressure and sacks galore. That was the right call. They went for the play action and we got after him. Kuntz on special teams. Kenyon Drake. Tackle from behind. That's a good first little look at our defense. And our offense goes 3 and out. They don't even gain a single yard. That's not what you like to see. That is not at all what you like to see. Hobbs is going to kind of sit here. I don't know if I completely trust they're going to run this ball. They are, though. Should have trusted it. Javonte Williams gets 3. Single back again. Trying to come out in our 3-4 odd. I think we're actually going to send O'Shane Zimenez as an extra blitzer here. Oh, wow. And Rock Ya-Sin just not even looking Courtland Sutton's way. He's 14 yards downfield and Sutton's already made his cut a while ago. You hate to see it. All right. Zimenez in man coverage there. Perriman. Jayon taking on the linebacker. Oh, I did not expect Gordon to actually cut that up. I thought he was going to swing that out. So that's on me there as Perriman. We're going to switch up. We're going to leave both linebackers in coverage now. Which Mary got in there. We're going to actually bring Abram. We're not going to even try to hide what we're in. We're just going to kind of say beat it. Oh, wow. Oh, my Lord. Tim Patrick just utterly kills. Oh, man. This is not good. We're coming out in 4-3. That did work for us pretty well last time. We're going to send some heat. Could be coming down the middle, so Jayon, you might need to throw your whole body in there. And we do, and Dulcich gets it anyways. Big hit by John Abram, but man, we cannot stick with this offense for crap. We are getting it rough. Hobbs line up on the slot guy there. Diablo blitz down. There we go. I don't know if that'll count as Max Crosby's, but that was good. That was good play. I'm hoping O'Shane can get back there in case that is a curl. He does. Oh, I think someone injured the leg. If you look at the way he came down, he like flipped over. I think the man just hurt his leg. That's just brutal luck. This is just, oh, yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. This was a massacre. This is just a massacre. McDaniel very clearly frustrated with how every aspect of this game went. Let's see if Max Crosby got anything. Carr, 32%. Oh, or no, 20 or 52. I thought I saw 32%. Oh, he almost had. Okay, that's what I saw was a long. Another rough day. Oh wow, we got nothing going on the ground. Yeah, we just couldn't do anything. Okay, Max definitely didn't get it. Only got halfway there. That's all right. Yeah, Russ 19 for 20. That's a murder. That is a murder. All right, let's take a look. I think the rest of these guys are probably going to be upgrades that we just auto. Got that Minshew type numbers exactly. Yeah, sorry Max, we tried. We tried. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to sim to the bye week. I'll probably end the first episode there, and we'll do the other half the season for episode 2. We'll see how we do against the Eagles here. They are 4-2, and I'll kind of take a look at the league. Let's take a look. We're going to also get mock draft 2. Oh, we lose a close game. Oh, this is brutal. At least Zamir White continues to develop appropriately. Especially since our assistant GM is looking at another running back. This is awful. Okay. We're going to go into the bye week. I think we're going to... Oh, what are we looking at here? I think we need to up the morale of this team. These guys have had a rough few weeks. We need to kind of get them going again. Let's take a look at mock draft 2. We're probably much lower on now. Cardinals are currently projected number 1. Bryce Young. Jets also struggling. This is interesting now. Some change up. The Steelers have definitely dropped. We're ranked the 32 team, the best team in the league, now at rank 6. We're at 9 for Kayshon Boot. Boot is really climbing the ranks. A couple of the guys are really climbing. The 1-5 Chargers. Yeah, I mean, you called it. You called it. Wow, that trade for the Panthers must have done wonders. Is that Sam Darnold leading the Panthers too? If that's Darnold, that makes that situation very interesting. And currently your Seattle Seahawks are actually the best team in the league. Huh. Or maybe that's the Seahawks pick, and oh, you know whose pick that is? I bet that's the Broncos. I bet that's the Broncos down there. Are they perfect right now? I was not paying attention. Are they perfect? They're 6-1. I bet that's the Broncos pick. So we lost pretty handily to the best team in the league. That's not surprising. We'll sim to week 9 and we'll take a quick look at some standings and see kind of where the stats are sitting. Oh, we have a heavy rain game to come back to against the sick. Wow, okay, well, Baker Mayfield. Holy crap, he must have taken that team by the reins. Are you kidding? 6-2 with that team? Okay. Well, let's take a look at your leaders and stats at the halfway point. Tom Brady still leading the league in passing at 40 whatever years old. It's got to be like 6 now, right? 45, 46. Up there with Mahomes. Kyler Murray's throwing the ball a lot, getting a lot of yards, but he's not performing well. Jalen Hurts having a good year, too. Still too many interceptions, though, for his liking. Let's see who's having the worst year quarterback-wise for a starter. Matt Corral hasn't taken many snaps. Let's see. Ritter's gotten some decent amount of time. He's actually outperformed Mariota. I wonder when that switch is going to happen. So Marcus Mariota is your worst quarterback currently. Kirk Cousins and Zach Wilson following up on him. Zach is 9 for 9. That's not what you like to see. Josh Allen is struggling now that Dable's not here. That's now fitting a certain narrative that Dable's really the reason. Christian McCaffrey stayed healthy, leading the league in rushing. That's incredible. He's gotten Saquon Barkley back to life. Is he also leading in touchdowns? No, Javonte Williams is, but he's pretty close. Raheem Mostert. Wow. Interesting. Receiving, Mike Evans is the leader. McCole Hardman, now that Tyreek Hill is gone, has taken that role and ran with it. Julio, oh, that's who it was. I couldn't read the last name. It's Julio Jones, and he's staying healthy? Oh, that's a scary combination. I don't like that. Really good receivers here as well. Nothing kind of too out of the way. Let's take a look at defense. Devin Bush is one of your leaders in tackles. So is Blake Martinez. Tackles for loss, Trey Hendrickson picking up right where he left off. Kayvon Thibodeau as well, looking at that Defensive Rookie of the Year category. Sack numbers, Aaron Donald, who's surprised. Cam Hayward having a great year too. Pick numbers, Jair, already paying back dividends on that contract extension. JOK and Akeem Davis-Gaither, almost the exact same type of player. Both are playing well in their respective schemes. Wow, so the Bucks are looking pretty good. So Eric Wilson signed right back with the Eagles. The Bucks are looking pretty good. It's interesting. Whereas we're struggling. We're pretty high up there in we're pretty up there in touchdowns. We're not very productive. Same thing with Josh Jacobs. Darren Waller doesn't even have a. Oh, this is rough for us. Let's take a look at the league standings and then we'll get out of here. Tackles are a super overrated stat. Yeah, I would agree, especially if they're adding combined tackles into that. So Broncos are just the best team. Yeah, 7-1, only one lost game. Giants are actually one of the better teams as well. So Baker Mayfield really is just, he's taken it and run with it. That's interesting. Bears as well with Eberflus completely flipped that team around. Your worst team is the Jets. Saints and Steelers are quickly following. Yeah, Chargers are down there. We're also in that group. Interesting. So it looks like the Broncos are taking the time to win it all. And with that, I will see you all for the next episode. Later.